We're good. We're in. We made it. We're good. We're here. Perfect. All right. Yay, yay, yay. Awesome. Okay, so we'll just leave that. And hopefully it's still doing its thing. Hello, everyone. We are here on Restream. Going to be talking about some football stuff tonight. Also, going to be listening maybe to a little bit of music later. We'll see. Going to put a little bit of music on. I think I actually have it going. And we have New Year here. All right. Let's put that on as the background. Let's just have a quick look here and see what's going on. Let's have a quick look here. Profile. Yeah, it's hard to know. Get a verified badge. Sign up now. Sorry, this isn't available. All right. I don't know if I shut it off, but I know I'm closer than it was before. It's quite a few steps to get that going. So I'm interested in knowing if it's still going, but I'm not entirely sure it is. And we are here together. I love testing new things. I'm not entirely sure this is still going though, because I can't see it. I could see it before. Alright, let's go back. Let's go to create. We had live post before. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if I have to leave it on for it to work. If anybody's seeing this on Instagram, tell me. I have a feeling that I shut it off, which is not good. Oh well. I'll continue with what I'm doing. I'll try it again. I have a feeling I have to leave it on. And it is a little disruptive to do that, but maybe there's a way I can do it where it doesn't have volume in the future. The weather has been wacko today. In fact, kind of crazy, right? Did anybody watch the games today? They were wild. Absolutely wild. The Buffalo Bills won. I am so over the moon that they won. I think that's about time. Let's cancel that. Okay, let's go over here and we will check on the NFL just for a moment and see what's going on there. Click this on. And we have, this is the game I want to look at. Right here. I got to do it from this screen though. Okay. Technically I can't do that. But I can do this. Let's get to the end here. Will it show me the clips? Oh, look at this. This is wild. Look at all the 31-10. Unbelievable. Now, the Cowboys must be crying in the rain. We had a Christmas party tonight, so I haven't really been able to see it. I've only seen the score. So I'm really excited to see all the highlights on this. Okay, let's get rid of that. Take me back. Did you? I like how that faded back in. It kind of went. So if you are a multi-streamer and you're going to be starting streaming in the new year, I highly recommend using Restream. We're currently, I hope, on Instagram. I might have shut it off. I'm not sure. Also on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. And one more. What's the one more here? I think Twitter. And I love Twitter because Twitter does not edit your music. They don't give you these lovely, you have now violated the terms of your contract, and Warner Brothers is not happy, or Universal is not happy, or some small label, independent. This will no longer be played in Russia. Yeah, so let's have a quick look here at TweetDeck. This is some crazy music. You have multiple choices that you can try. So we have down-tempo, chill hop, hip-hop, lo-fi. Let's try lo-fi. I think I'm in a lo-fi mood. It's a Sunday. That's not bad. That's a little better. With the lo-fi. Let's start something very light, now that we're celebrating the win of the Buffalo Bills. I'm pretty freaking over the moon. I did not anticipate it to be that much of a blowout, though. Unbelievable. Okay, so let's see if I can get the stats on that without it showing me the video. Okay, here we go. This is what I want. So I want to go here. If you don't first succeed, try again. Here we go. Okay, so according to this, game leaders, Dak Prescott, 21 for 34 for 134 yards, 1 TD. Josh Allen, 7 for 15, 94 yards, 1 TD. Tony Pollard, 11 carries, 52 yards. James Cook, 25 carries, 179 yards, 1 TD. Oh, I see here. Okay, we've got 4 receptions. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards. CeeDee Lamb, oh, they kept him to a minimum. 7 receptions, 53 yards. I think that's a big deal. So in the first quarter, they had a touchdown at 8:06, Buffalo for 7 points. In the second quarter, at 12:52, James Cook, 18-yard pass from Josh Allen. So they're up 14-0 by the second quarter. They get the field goal, the Cowboys. So it's now 3-14. Touchdown, Josh Allen. I knew it. I knew Josh would run them in today. So he brought them up to 21. So it's up to 21 now. Then in the third quarter, they had a field goal at 2:36. Buffalo now is 24-3. And that's not easy to get back from. Fourth quarter, James Cook, 24-yard run. And now they're up 31. And then in the fourth quarter, CeeDee Lamb, touchdown. And that brought them up to 10. Wow. So this really changes the landscape of what's going on. This is kind of crazy. Crazy good. I like it. I can't. Yeah. Tony, are you busy? Do you want to come up? Do you have time? Are you exhausted? I can give you the key. Let's do that. I'm over the moon, man. About to be on Spoke. Okay, cool. And Smoke's got what show on tonight? What's that one about? Is that football? That's not football, is it? Yeah. Just got home. Where were you? Where was Tony D today? I won't be upset with you if you go see Smoke, considering you spent most of the day with me today. You were incredibly patient today. Did you think, though, that the Bills would win? I had a feeling. And I even said that in the show, that I feel like they've got a chance. And I felt like Lamar Jackson was doing well. I was happy to see Miami did so well. But my God, what is going on with Kansas City? They cannot score more than 20 points, it seems. It's crazy. Hell no. Damn sure. Not like that. So if you want to highlight the comment, you can do it like that. And we are celebrating almost Christmas. Had a beautiful Christmas party downstairs just a few minutes ago. And we celebrated with all the neighbors. It was nice. A bunch of older women, mostly, that live in the building. And I would say the demographic is between 65 and 75, somewhere in that range. It's interesting when you get older. They get really excited about Christmas parties. It's a big outing. And people were drinking. The party started at 5. I don't go to parties usually that start at 5. Oh, by the way, it ended at 7. So I lasted, I think, about 20 minutes. It was fun, though. They were really kind. The food spread was amazing. Really was. Good spread of food. Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's... Oh, wow, that was pretty close. Look at this. This is shocking, actually. Okay, let's look at this together. So we've got the 49ers and Brock Purdy, 16 of 25 for 242, 4 touchdowns. Kyler Murray, 26 for 39 for 211, 1 TD, 2 interceptions. Ouch. Brock Purdy had 4 touchdowns. That is friggin' impressive. I wish he got more respect. Christian McCaffrey, 18 carries for 115 yards, 1 TD. That's okay. 5 receptions for 2 TDs. So he either gets it done as a receiver each time, or he does it through running. But he's a hell of a receiver. He really is. I am shocked that it wasn't a complete, utter blowout. Huh. First quarter, James Conner, 2-yard run, and the Cardinals got up by 7. Touchdown by Deebo Samuel. And then it was 7-7. So they were never really, truly blown out. Like, if you can leave the game with only 16 points average, that's pretty damn good. San Fran is... I think they could have that score against Philly. I think they could have that score against KC. I don't know against Buffalo. But I don't know if anybody can beat San Fran right now. So maybe they weren't paying as much energy into it. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it was... they did what they had to do to get through it. Well, I don't know. But for many teams like Buffalo, today, they had to win. There was no tomorrow. This was urgent. And the Cowboys, that's a huge misstep. Like, they should be able to beat Buffalo. If they want to accomplish what they want to accomplish, then that may be the ending of the MVP award for Dak Prescott. And maybe some eyes will open up now and they'll go, you know what, Josh is on fire. He's a beast. He really is. He's hands down one of the best quarterbacks in the league. No doubt about it. Okay, let's have a quick look here at some other stats that we have here. And I love that you can do this with the Restream. You can just share the screen. Here's a game that I did watch, and it was a little bit heartbreaking. The Bears really, right up until the last play, were in it. They were truly in the game. It was phenomenal. So let's quickly look at the stats on this. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's go back. Click this and hit it here. That's what I want. So Justin Fields, I thought, played really well today. He was scrambling well. He was making good decisions. There wasn't, kind of the crazy plays that he usually has. I was really proud of him today. I thought he did a great job. Joe Flacco. Ooh, man. He is something. He really is something. Like, who knew? And New York got rid of him. I guarantee you they're probably second guessing that decision now. He was 28 for 44 for 374 yards, 2 TDs. Here's the big thing though, 3 interceptions. Ouch. Justin Fields had 19 for 40, 166 yards, 1 TD, 2 interceptions. But how many quarterbacks this year have had 374? And the wonderful thing about Joe is he still has a freaking stellar arm. And he can throw the low bomb and the high bomb. And he has got some real juice in that arm still at 38. He's got one of the sweetest, tightest spirals I've seen. The way he throws, though, is similar to Aaron Rodgers. It really is, the effortlessness that he throws it. It's got a very strong arms. So, Mr. Ford, 8 carries for 20 yards. That's not great. Amari Cooper, 4 receptions for 109 yards. Now that's impressive. That's actually impressive to have only 4 receptions and have 109 yards. That's insane. And 1 TD. So, Cole Kemp, we talked about this today. 5-yard TD from Justin's. That was the first score. I watched the game. It was hectic. It was a little messy. It was a great ending. The Bears could have won it. Someone was lying on the in the end zone, had it, I think, in their hands, and it bounced off their hands, and then it was over. It was done. The Browns had it. So, lost opportunities. And it all happens like that, right? It's crazy. It's like backyard football when you watch the Hail Mary. I noticed a lot of interceptions, a lot of intensity with defense this year. A lot of people getting really hit, like very physical games. People being out-muscled, I think is the nicest way of saying it. All right, so let's go to the next page here, have a look together, and let's check out, let's go here. I like this music, it's good. I am so over the moon about Buffalo. I can't even start to tell you. I'm a little giddy. Now, they're in the midst of it. Especially if they can win another game. They just need one more. One more, that's it. Now, if they could win the rest till the end of the year, we really got something. And it's nice to be excited about Buffalo again. I love this one here. Let's read this together here. So let's click it. I think as you get older, or grow older, your Christmas list gets smaller, and the things you really want for the holidays can't be bought. And it's true. You want connection. Like today, I called a dear friend, James, and it was wonderful. We talked, and it was effortless, and we talked for an hour, and talked about, life is when we were young, right? Way back. Because Jimmy has known me since, I think I was 9 or 10 years old. So he knows all the levels, all the sides, the good, the bad, the ugly. And those are the great friendships in life. If you can, folks, please follow, subscribe, leave a comment, put a like. It really helps the algorithm, especially if you're on YouTube. I have a feeling that I shut myself off on Instagram, but I know I got it going. So I'm a step closer. I think I have to leave it on and not shut that window. I highly doubt that it kept going. But if it did, awesome. I didn't see it, so I'm not really sure how to retrieve it. But if I do another broadcast tonight, I will try again and leave it on and find a way to maybe turn that window off so I don't hear it, because I found it super distracting and a little bit annoying. They don't make it very easy on Instagram to go on, and they don't make it very easy to go on Facebook. But at least with Facebook, you could see it after, and you can repurpose this, which I love, and put it on TikTok. I still haven't figured out how to do it yet on a couple of other streams, so I'm going to try to figure that out. But every week I get a little closer to knowing how to use some of the other formats. I was really shocked at LinkedIn that you could do it now, and I love that. Why don't we take a moment and do a little gratitude? Let's see what's going on. And I might even tonight do a Twitter space, not myself, not run one, but go visit. And if you want to network, honestly, go on to Twitter spaces, meet endless amounts of individuals. The wonderful thing about it is it brings people together who are maybe camera shy or don't want to be seen, right? So you do get people from spectrums from all over the world. And I love that. And sometimes I get lucky enough to meet people that I feel comfortable with, and I can have them as guests, like next week, kind of thing. So I'm always trying to do that. And it's a great way, too, to end up on other people's shows, be it LinkedIn or Instagram or... And that is one of, I think, in the new things, that I want to get better at is Instagram next year. I find that it eludes me. It's more of a younger audience. What's wild is I'm finding that more people around the world are watching these than ever before. It's crazy. And I mean completely around the world, which people I thought would never be interested in watching anything about football are watching it. So it's nice. The journey back to finding yourself is the most magical road you will take in your life. It's a journey of hope and discovery that will lead you to new chapters and opportunities that will remind you that you are not too old and it is not too late to be who you want to be. And that is from Melanie. Good old Melanie. Let's click this here. That's a great photo of her. She's Canadian. And I guess she has this hashtag here, Starfish Club. Let's have a quick look. Spread love wherever you go. This is another picture of her here. She's a teacher. Kindness is an exquisite energy shared from one heart to another. I would totally agree. When your heart speaks, take good notes. Yes. Love is the foundation, the essence of our lives. Rumi. In our heart is in your dream. No request is too extreme. It's important that rhymes. Absolutely. Here are some of the other contributors. And this is the wonderful thing that if you use X-Pro, you can dial it in and do different lists. So we're right now, it looks like we're highlighting football stars. Oh, I like this. Cleveland Browns. This team refuses to give up. We should have a quick look. Let's have a quick look together. I got to get rid of my music. And all you got to do is hit the music button, and then you have a little pause. We'll pause that. And then within the Twitter X, all you have to do is hit this. Oop, wrong window. Try this. Here we go.
I got to say, all those guys, there was never a time where we got to the sideline getting ready to go out for a drive and you saw a head down. Everybody had their eyes up and were ready to go. So, like I said, if they had a little bit of a different feeling inside and they weren't letting it be shown, and that's what you have to do in these situations. You have to trick your mind into thinking that it's not that big of a deal, even though it might be. I got to say, all those guys, there was never a time where we got to the sideline getting ready to go out for a drive and you saw a head down. Everybody had their eyes up and were ready to go. So, like I said, if they had a little bit of a different feeling inside and they weren't letting it be shown, and that's what you have to do in these situations. You have to trick your mind into thinking that it's not that big of a deal, even though it...
I like that. Yeah. And that's basically just being in the present moment. Look at the NFL feed. It is just flying. And so is the Raven. Yeah. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. Let's see if we can get this up here. Here we go. Click it. We talked about this today. There we go. NFC West Champions 2023. That is not a shocker. not to anybody. So we're grateful that they're doing well. Things are going well. It's awesome. And I think they have a very good chance to make the final. Now I'm trying to figure out who's going to be there with them. I would love to see the Bills win this year. I think that's a tall order. You know what else is wonderful? Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield somehow found a way. Unbelievable. So, for those who don't know me, my two favorite teams this year, actually, I have three. My favorite at the beginning was Anthony Richardson, who is with the Colts, and then I was heartbroken when he got injured. I would also say that I'm a huge fan of CJ Stroud, but we know that they've hit hard times. I have to say that I'm really rooting on Will Levis, and they're also showing signs that they're going to be in the midst of things, and he might find himself in a more secure place than he was before, which is awesome. And the sad truth is they don't give the quarterbacks, I think, enough time to develop anymore. That's the sad truth about the football league right now. Let's have a quick look together and see what we can find on X. All right, let's see here. I'm very pleased, though. I have to admit that is such great news that San Fran is number one, right? And they've earned that. Tonight, there's still a few games to be played. If I have the energy, I'll come on later. But for me, the two games that I cared about most, I would say would be Tampa Bay. But number one, I really wanted Buffalo to beat the Cowboys. And the Cowboys, they're not out of it. It's not over. They still have a chance. So what we'll have to see here. God, look at the traffic. It's just crazy. The NFL is such a beast. Like you could never cover all the teams properly. It's impossible. That's the great thing about it is endless content. There's always something going on. There's always someone, in the hot seat. There's always someone shining really well. You can be a hero one week and a zero the next. It's interesting. The Titans look really good. I'm shocked. I'd given up on them. The Steelers are a mess right now. I don't know if they can fix that. We should, if we have a moment, let's do a quick look at the schedule if we can. Cowboy Nation. Oh, I feel bad for them. Oh my God. Let's see if we can get this up. That's so funny. That is so funny. You cannot believe anything you see anymore. Nothing. Things that are computer generated now are mind blowing. It is unbelievable what they can do. So you have to be very careful of what you might think is real. Yeah. I have a good feeling about him. Let's see if we can get this to come up. It's going to take a sec here. We'll try again. Yeah. So right now, my two favorite quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and then I would say Brock Purdy. Dak is, suffering. It's not the end of the world. It's a setback. Nobody embarrassed themselves. It wasn't a 63-point blowout. But right now, it's looking like still Ravens, Bills, Miami, who did well today. And I was glad to see that. and San Fran. Everybody knows it's a given. And Philly, we'll see. We'll see how they do this evening. Have a wonderful evening. Let's do something quickly in the sense of gratitude if we can. And we'll have a quick look at the scoreboard here. So let's just go through this again. The Rams won. I'm not shocked. I picked them. I had a really good feeling they would do well. The 49ers won. Again, 45 points. Unbelievable. Cardinals, though, to get 29, that's that's pretty amazing. The Saints did great today, 24 points. I watched that game. I don't think they're going to win anything major, but they're showing they have potential to be in the running, and I love that. A huge upset today. The Buffalo Bills beat the Cowboys. And tonight we've got the Ravens and the Jaguars. I think that will be a wonderful game. We'll have to see who shows up for that. Yeah, let's have a quick look here. The Lions. I have faith in them again. They did very well against the Broncos, and the Broncos are a good team right now. Here's the story in the league, I think, right now, is the Bengals. That is the hugest change. Jake Browning, man, oh man, for 3 weeks now, been absolutely dynamite. Averaging usually around 300 yards per game. So, Nick Mullins, 26 of 33 for 303, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. That's excellent. That really is a good outing. Jake Browning, 29 of 42 for 324 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception. And, with the intensity of the games right now, that's pretty damn good. Unbelievable. Joe Mixon had 1 TD, which is great. Jamar Chase, 4 receptions, 64 yards. That's excellent. Jordan Addison, who has been recently on fire, doing unbelievable. I can't believe how well he's done the last 3 or 4 weeks. He's really showing momentum and getting a stride. We're looking at 6 receptions for 111 yards, 2 TDs. Wonderful. Field goals are doing great. So we're looking at here team stats. Minnesota had 424 yards, and the Bengals had 378. Passing yards, 271 for Minnesota, 298 for the Bengals, 143 rushing, 80 only for the Bengals, 63 yards per play, and the Bengals had 5.5. So it goes to show you, it's the stats that matter the most are the TDs, and I would say, your kicking ratio and interceptions. Interceptions nowadays are such a huge factor on who's going to win. So, if you can manage the ball well, and you've got a chance. Let's do something a little different for a moment. And let's quickly, if we can, go to TweetDeck and give thanks to some of the contributors. I haven't really done that today. I've been kind of football nutty. All right, let's quickly look here before I go and give a little gratitude. And I try to do that every day. So, the wonderful thing with Restream is you can actually share your screen. Here you go. Let's have a look here. And we'll click this. So, let's look here together. Let's make my picture a little bigger. And we'll slide this over. And get that to fit pretty good. There we go. Okay. And let's see what action's going on tonight. Well, this is clearly computer generated. Thank you, Aaron, for putting me on your shout out. I appreciate that. Diana, who I've not seen for a while, says, thank you, Michael, for thinking of me. You are such a blessing to this community. I love you, dear. Oh, that's very kind. And it's important that we support each other. Here are some insanely gifted contributors. Highly recommend these people that I'm highlighting here. There you go. And this company is trying desperately to stay relevant. I do like their charts. There's Maria. Let's see what she's got on the go here. Let's play this. And it should come up here. Let's do this. Oh, that's pretty. I like the music. You can almost play that in the background forever. It's nice that you can play the videos within Twitter X. I'm not always happy, but I'm regularly fascinated, and usually that's enough. I like that. All right. So if you can, reach out to some of the people in your life that bring you a sense of peace. Oh, you know what? Let's do the Cleveland Browns here just for a moment.
All it takes is one play. That's what I thought before, during, and after. You know, we don't shy away from a challenge. Down 10 points. You know, we go through scenarios like that, you know, in practice all the time. You know, defense has to make a play. Offense has to you know, go down and score in 2 minutes. You know, this is stuff that we drill through and we execute, you know, day in and day out. So when the opportunity presents itself, you know, we're ready for the moment. And you know, it was no greater moment than, you know, down 10, fourth quarter. You know, we had an opportunity to show who we are. All it takes is one play.
So true. And so many teams are doing that in the fourth quarter. They can be behind 2 scores and they're finding a way to get back and they're winning. And I think a lot of it is conditioning because, you know, by the fourth quarter, they're spent, they're done. You know, we're into week 15 of this, right? And a lot of them are playing hurt or semi-hurt.
It's a lot. Lock it up. It's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot. Lock it up.
Yeah, lock it up. And that's what they did. Oh, this is a new show. Nightcap with special guest Deion Sanders. Oh, I like that. Nightcap, though, yeah, I know what show that is. I like that show. I've got to be more open to listening to it. And the great thing, too, when you have the internet, is you can listen to that whenever you want. It doesn't have to be right this second. Oh, I'm very curious about this. Let's have a quick listen to this.
Hey, Josh, you guys told me you felt rejuvenated after beating Kansas City in Kansas City last week. How do you feel after beating Dallas? And they were coming in with a 5-game win streak.
Let James cook. What a game from him. What a game from our O-line. What a game from our defense. You know, we were smart with the ball, took care of business at home. We just got to take it one game at a time, but we're a confident team right now. We've got to keep things going.
James Cook basically had career highs in everything today. Why, first of all, and what did you think about the way he played?
I mean, he ran the ball so hard. Our offensive line gave him holes to run through. Our guys on the perimeter blocked their tails off. And our receivers made plays when they had to. You know, it wasn't a pretty passing game by all means. You talk about the weather, the rain, the wind. But when in doubt, give it to our running backs. Let's go grind out some yards, and our offensive line was up for the task today.
You know what looked pretty, though? Your defense. I mean, you want to give those guys some love against this Dallas offense?
Yeah, that's one of the highest flying offenses in the league, and our defense came out. They played so well. You know, Coach McDermott called a heck of a game, and he had us prepared to go this week. And, again, we're going to celebrate this one tonight, turn our attention to next week. Where are we going? L.A. Chargers next week, next Saturday. So that'll be the only thing on our minds.
All right, appreciate it. We had a time in Buffalo, man. Thanks.
I hope you did. This is a great spot. I hope people can start to realize that.
We had a time. Thanks, Josh.
Go Bills.
Yep.
That's awesome. That really is. That's awesome. I love that. Okay, we got one more here. Let's check this out.
Yeah, I mean, I applaud Joe for sticking with it. Obviously, our line played fantastic today. Our running backs ran the ball well. James Cook, and I think most scrimmage yards since 2009, something like that. It's going to get overlooked, but Stephon Diggs, first time I think in Bill's history that he's gone over 1,000 yards in 4 consecutive seasons. That's freaking unbelievable. But again, we're getting better as the season goes on. And I think that's kind of what we're built for. Games like this and, finding ways. And our defense went out there and against a fantastic offense and did their thing. So it was a complete team win today.
What's the vibe on the offense?
Yeah, I applaud Joe for sticking with it.
Amazing. I can't tell you how happy I am for Josh and how overworked he has been and how underappreciated he has been this year. So it goes to show you, if you stay at something and you keep working hard, good things can happen. Let's check this out.
Bradley, 30-0. This is the first shutout win here for the Dolphins since 2020. What got into the defense today?
We took it personal from last week, you know what I mean? Especially myself, man, knowing that a big play hurt the team, you know what I mean? I just wanted to do everything I could in order to better this team. And everybody had that same approach, you know what I'm saying? And on the offensive side and the defensive side. Good game, Doc. Yes, sir. Keep your thing. And, man, we just had that fight, that fire in us, and we just came out trying to do whatever we could do to win this game.
Talk about yourself. You had 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, led the team in tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Feel like maybe the best game of your career? Is that fair to say?
Feel like it. It feel like it, man. And I listened to a sermon this morning talking about go for gold. Dale C. Brown out in Atlanta said go for gold, man. And that's just was my mindset today, man. Give God all the glory. Man, just so blessed to be in this position, man. So it's dope to see the fruits of the labor come to fruition.
Talk about the fruits of your labor for yourself, for this defense. You guys got a stretch coming up. You got Dallas and Baltimore and Buffalo and potentially the playoffs. What should we expect from this team down the stretch?
A team that's going to play to the last, what's it say, 0-0-0. We learned our lesson last week. And, man, this team fights, this team works, this team does everything to prepare to be a championship team. So now we just got to go out there and keep proving it.
Bradley, congrats, man. Enjoy it. Yeah.
I think I just said I kind of knew all along. But Thursday kind of like guaranteed it for me. Oh, you talking about when I caught the ball? Oh, as soon as I caught it, you know what I'm saying? I saw nothing but the end zone. What's up? Almost 21? That's all?
That's incredible.
That's all?
Whew, that's fast.
I feel like I was sliding though. All my teammates told me I was moving, so I was running pretty fast. Nah. Once I'm out there, you out there. You got to be 100%. If you know what I'm saying, show them you hurt, they're going to try to target you a little bit more. So, I was out there. I felt like I felt good all day.
Last week, some of your defensive teammates were talking about we have not scored a touchdown on defense.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed to be a big deal to you guys.
Yep.
I mean, were guys like, thank you?
Yeah, Coach Wilkes been emphasizing it all year, man, score on D. And thankful to God that I was the first defensive player to get us a touchdown this season, man. Like I said, it feel good, real good feeling. I got to stay humble, keep working, and try to get better and better. Nah, I never scored in my career. Nope. Not even much high school. Nope. High school, junior college, Division I. Pop Warner, I played 1 year. I was quarterback Pop Warner, so I scored almost every game Pop Warner, So hopefully this is not my last one, in the NFL.
What was your Pop Warner's team?
The Wolves. It was the Wolves. Berglund. Berglund is like a neighborhood in Macomb, Mississippi. It's where I'm from. Mm-hmm. Berglund, Berugglund. Berglund. Pop Warner, first, second grade? 6, 7, 8, something like that. I don't know. It was a long time ago, though.
What's your social security?
Appreciate that.
Did you get the ball?
I love seeing this. The young fans. And when they take time to sign the jersey and sign the ball, and, not enough people do that. They just don't. Oh, yeah, I don't want to hear that. Oh, here we are. It's over there now. That's interesting. Let's have a look at this. What this is all about.
City in the division, boy! Metro Bay, that's how we do it! Woo! Dome City in the division, boy! Metro Bay, that's how we do it!
my God. That is awesome to see the excitement. Thank you for being here today, folks. Appreciate it. Please subscribe, like, share. If you can, next time, come on in the chat. If you'd like to be a guest in the future, just send me a DM and we'll see what we can do. I am going to next go check out a couple of shows that are on right now. I'm also going to maybe check out Twitter Spaces tonight and see what kind of rumblings are going on. Thank you. Have a wonderful Christmas season. Be extra kind to one another. And if you're out celebrating like I did tonight and you're being a little festive, you know what I mean? Moderation, celebration, moderation, celebration. Make sure you get home in one piece. And if you can, don't drink and drive. God bless.